What's up, YouTube? Armani Code, YSL Nuit de L'homme, Man Prive, 1 million, and Jean Paul Gaultier's La Mail. All of these have been poster boy childs, the face of bad boy fragrances in the fragrance world. They're very well known for that. I am not going to talk about any of those fragrances for this video. Ooh, so cool, so edgy. But just getting it out the way because those are the most kind of expected bad boy fragrances. To me, it hasn't really, bad boy has never been a type of fragrance to me. It's always been, the cool guy scent, the guy who gets play kind of scent. But I could definitely see, how they get the bad boy moniker. So kicking off the list, I'm going to start with John Bavaro's Vintage over here. And this one is a really good fragrance that gets overlooked often just because people usually approach John Bavaro's like as a whole. They'll take on all of them, the Artisan, even the new Nick Jonas series. They're just going to smell all of them. So Vintage kind of gets the shaft, but it is very popular in the online community. It gets talked about a lot, so that's great because I do love this fragrance. It does have this boozy, root beer, cola-ish vibe to it. That's a little off-putting to some people at first, but that's just the more masculine side of it. It's just let it dry down. It's gonna switch up, it's gonna breathe, it's gonna settle, it's gonna get really nice, really smooth, and really, really cool. So definitely check it out if you're looking for something with a little bit of that flair that's definitely just gonna make you feel like a baddie. So taking in the first spot of the list, if there is spots, it's gonna be John Bavaro's Vintage. And then remember, if you're trying to pull off the whole bad boy thing, just don't care, man. You gotta be aloof, you gotta have that swag, you gotta, not worry so much what people think. So taking the next fragrance is gonna be Polo Red Extreme. The smoothness on this fragrance, backed by the fact that its composition is essentially just a coffee note and ebony wood, one of the baddest woods in fragrance. A lot of you guys know it's my favorite. But Polo Red Extreme it's the bee's knees, man. It's the just like if you're going on a date, if you're going to a bar, even for formal settings, just for anything, it's just so smooth. Ladies absolutely love it, and you gotta have that confidence to pull it off while not, having that vibe of being too worried what people think. Just because, you're gonna be that smooth smelling motherfucker in the place. This is gonna be a non-monetized video. I'm gonna have, probably a song in the background. We'll see what it is. But yeah, Polo Red Extreme, if you're looking for that smooth Polo Ralph Lauren, probably the smoothest, the baddest one of the line right now. We're going for pure seductive factor, pure bad factor, just pure goodness in a bottle that ladies love. Polo Red Extreme. The next one on the list is gonna be, underknown one that's Inner Realm. Inner Realm, or the Realm series, is a line that makes fragrances with pheromones. I don't really promote pheromones at all. I always recommend that to a more intermediate, advanced user of fragrance. Test that out yourself. But this one is just my favorite of the Realm line. I have 3 of them: Realm, Realm Intense, and Inner Realm. Inner Realm is the best one just because it's straight up kind of like, it's a nice freshness mixed with this cardamom note that just makes it awesome. And the pheromones in this just give it that little tinge, that little zest. It's almost like a physical reaction. But yeah, this has easily been the most successful one of the ones I've used. And if you're looking to get into pheromones and all that stuff, then this is a really easy one to get into. So taking in the number 3 spot, you got Inner Realm. Coming up next, you got CK Reveal. And this thing is a straight up Tonka bomb. Straight up Tonka bomb. I fell in love with it. It is super sweet. And yeah, it's definitely, date night fragrance, get it on fragrance. If you're getting some play, you can spray this. This is one of those fragrances I will say that it is a little bit synthetic. So, spray widespread, spray more dispersed. You can even walk into it, guys. Bend the rules, man, and just do you, find out what works best for you. I don't promote to walk into all of your fragrances, but, just sometimes there are scenarios where that would work. And, I'm talking about just like, out of all the situations. And this is the last fragrance on the list, Givenchy Play Intense. An absolutely gorgeous scent, the more masculine version of Rochas Man, Jordan Legend, that scent DNA. This thing has the bergamot, it has the coffee, it has the patchouli, it has tonka beans, it has a little vetiver in there. It is so darn good, just because it opens up a bit more bitter than the Rochas and Legend counterparts. However, this just feels more like a real fragrance, like a man's fragrance. This thing will breathe, this thing will settle, and then this thing will get more familiar to those scent DNAs, last longer than those scent DNAs, and be twice as smooth, twice as masculine, just overall a lot cooler, a lot darker. And yeah, Givenchy Play Intense for when you want to get some play intensely. So that's gonna close the list. And yeah, bad boy fragrances. It's a thing.